Okay, so I think it's time to start. Very sorry for being late. Just a question of traffic in Brest, which shows that Brest is a city that's in perpetual building and rebuilding, and traffic jams are sometimes surprising. So welcome to WPMC 2011. I would like to give the floor to Marc Labbé, who will speak on behalf of François Cuyandre, the mayor of Brest, who could not be here today. So Marc, if you'd like to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I would like to welcome everyone to Brest. A warm welcome to all attendees of WPMC. Some of you made a long journey to join us here today. 230 people have registered, and you are representing 33 countries. I would like to thank you for your participation and wish you an enjoyable stay in our region. Brittany, a land of telecommunications. For decades, researchers and engineers from Lannion, Brest, and Rennes have made breakthrough discoveries in the domain of telecommunications. It's not a matter of chance that you are here today. It's a result of two converging streams of actions. Firstly, the excellence in which Britain research in telecommunications is lead. I would like to salute our colleagues from Telecom Bretagne, its director, Mr. Paul Friedel, and also Claude Bérou, researcher at Telecom Bretagne, distinguished with the Marconi Award, member of the French Science Academy, co-inventor with Alain Glavieux of turbocodes. They portray, with their fellow researchers, numerous here with us today, this excellence in research that characterizes the Breton scientific community. The strength in research and innovation and the partnerships with large and small companies permitted us to create an IT cluster of global recognition, image and network cluster. I salute Mr. Vincent Marcatet from Orange and president of this cluster. Secondly, the opening of the world and the seeking for international partnerships driven by Brest and Technopole Brest-Iroise. An opening that lead partnerships between Brest and Yokosuka. It is a case for Yokosuka Research Park and Technopole Brest-Iroise, which signed an agreement more than 10 years ago in the domain of information technology. I address my salutation to our friend, Mr. Hattori, President of the YRP Research and Development Committee, and to all the YRP colleagues in this room. In 2005, together we organized here the ITST conference on the telecommunication technology for intelligent transport systems. Thanks to these long-run partnerships, the confidence and respect we have for each other, the Images and Network Cluster signed an agreement with YRP in 2007. As a consequence, excellence in the Breton research and fruitful partnerships between Yokosuka and Brest naturally lead to the organization of the 14th edition of WPMC this year in Brittany. I address my salutation to Mr. Prasad, President of the Steering Board Committee of WPMC, and I thank him for his trust in our organization. I am convinced that this edition will be up to to everyone's standard, I would like to take this opportunity to express our special thanks to our collaborators from Telecom Bretagne, Technopole, and Brest Métropole Océane, who gave their time, energy, and enthusiasm to make this edition a true success. At last, I would also like to take advantage of this tribune to express our deep respect and friendship to the Japanese people who, in an exemplary of dignity, face the terrible events that have been enduring since earlier this year. I wish you an excellent conference and an enjoyable stay here in Brest. Thank you for your attention.
Vincent Marcaté, President of the Pôle de compétitivité, images et réseaux. Thank you very much, Marc.
Thanks a lot, Marc. Thanks a lot, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I'm really happy to be here with you this morning for this opening session. Images et réseaux, you may also call it media and network, is what we call in France a world-class cluster, which enable 230 members to work together to develop the new technologies, the new services, the new products of the future in the field of telecommunication, audiovisual, and ICT. What we call also the Internet of the future. Altogether, our members invest 100 million euros per year in collaborative R&D projects to develop this Internet of the future with the support of the French state, our two regions, Brittany and Pays de la Loire, and of course our main cities, including of course Brest, which is definitely the place to be to build the future of our digital world. As a world-class cluster, we also have intensive international cooperation with the leaders worldwide, like the one we have with our friends of Yokosuka Research Park, and we want to intensify this collaboration to give our members really advantages in the competitive arena. Our focus is really to give our members a competitive advantage, and that's why we have set up a platform which is called Imagine Lab, which is both a living lab and a technical platform allowing the test of new services for the future Internet with real users. We are really delighted to launch this afternoon the LTE 4G part of this platform, which is located in Brest, in the city of Brest, and also covering the sea. And you're more than welcome to attend this inauguration to see the demos this afternoon. Of course, WPMC is a key topic for us. Wireless personal mobile communication is a key topic. So I wish you the very best for your work at this conference in Brest. And just to mention some of our famous members that I forgot to mention, we have in our 230 members, we have, of course, prestigious universities, engineering, business, and design schools, engineering schools like Telecom Bretagne, with my friend Paul Friedel. We have also research institute. We have large companies like Orange, like Technicolor, like Alcatel-Lucent, like Thales, and I see my friend Jean-Yves in the room here. And we have a lot of very dynamic SMEs, more than 170 SMEs which are members of Imager Réseau. So it's a key asset for us. It's a key asset for the future of our digital world. And I want also to say hello to Yann Toutin, who is a member of the board as a Satimo company. So all together, we want to build our future world, and I really want to thank you for being here today, and I wish you once more the very best for your work at this conference in Brest. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Vincent and Marc, for these introductory words. I think already a lot has been said about WPMC and its importance. When you look at the different topics that will be covered in the 3 days of the conference, it's clearly a very active research area still, both to increase the bandwidth and also to develop a number of new usages around this bandwidth. And I think in this respect, the platform Imagine Lab is a very important platform to facilitate testing these new usages. Organizing such a conference is quite a lot of work. And I would like just to thank the different members of the organization. You have the long list of all the people who have collaborated, I think page 13 of the program, which is quite impressive and also very international, with a very strong presence of our Japanese friends, which I also would like to greet and welcome today, but more largely of all parts of the world. The organization has been very much carried out by a number of people that I would like to thank personally. First of all, the technical program committee co-chairs, Catherine Rosenberg from Waterloo in Canada, and by the way, an alumni of Telecom Bretagne, so thank you very much. Xavier Lagrange from Telecom Bretagne, and Riyaji Kono from Japan. Also, Ramesh Pindya has played an important role as TPC secretary. The steering board were Ramji Prasad, who is unfortunately not able to be present today at the opening of the conference. Hideki Imai and Shingo Omori have also been very active. The tutorials have been managed by Jean-Marie Bonin. As Marc said, the long-standing relationships with the Yokosuka Research Park and Brest are something that we carry as something very important. And I would like to thank Mitsutoshi Hattori for being present today and speaking at this opening conference. President Hideo Miyahara from NICT should have been here today also, but that's one of the problems. The weather today has been a little too bad, and the plane did not take off from Roissy-Charles de Gaulle. This is a temporary problem which will be solved soon. The town of Brest and the Pôle Imager Réseau have been also extended town, the Brest Métropole Océane, have been extremely active in preparing this conference, and I would like to thank very especially Eric van den Broek and Bertrand Guilbault for their help, as well as the people who locally have been behind all of the organization, Émeric Poulain, Michel Guivarch, and Kachil Mounir from Telecom Bretagne. So this is only a small sample of the different people who have taken part in the organization. Anybody that I would have forgotten, please excuse me, but I think it's the work of everyone to make such a conference a success. I will now give the floor to Mr. Mitsutoshi Hattori and wish you a very, very good conference. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Mr. Mark Labe, Vice Mayor of Brest, Mr. Vincent Marca, President of Image Lazo Cluster, Dr. Paul Friedel, WPMC 2011 General Chair, Director of Telecom Bretagne, ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of WPMC 2011 in Brest, France, I'd like to say some words on behalf of YRP R&D Promotion Committee. Firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt thanks to the people of France and all over the world who offered warm words of sympathy and their support to Japan following the Great East Japan earthquake, the tsunami, and the disaster at the atomic power plant, which occurred this March. In the midst of the sudden shock and sorrow that enveloped the nation, the support extended to Japan from all over the world was the best encouragement for us. Thank you very much. Since the first WPMC was held in our Yokosuka Research Park, Japan, in 1998 as a venue for the exchange of the researchers from all over the world. This symposium has been held every year in various locations in the world. This year, the WPMC is held in Brest, the sister city of Yokosuka City, owing to the great efforts of the people concerned, and I'd like to express my gratitude to everyone involved in its organization for their hard work. YRP has, since its establishment 14 years ago in 1997, developed as an international R&D hub focused on radio and telecommunications technology. Currently, about 60 organizations with more than 6,000 researchers and engineers gather in YRP, and the number of committees members is about 150, we have also concluded memorandums of understanding for research exchange with research parks and other institutions in Japan and overseas, totaling 48 organizations in 15 countries and 1 region. This spring, YRP started the provision of a testbed for LTE, TD, SCDMA, TD, LTE, etc., maintained by the National Institute of Information and Communication Technology, NICT, and for GSM and WCDMA, maintained by Yokosuka Telecom Research Park, Inc., and started the operation of the YRP IoT wireless test bed service. Furthermore, we are strengthening support activities for the Broadband Wireless Forum, BWF, an initiative by the Ministry of International Affairs and Communications to accelerate the practical application of innovative wireless communication systems and services and their international development. Additionally, in consideration of the recent earthquake, we established a special working group for creating the future, which will make active proposal in order to contribute to the creation of a bright Japanese society that is resilient to disasters utilizing radio wave technology. Japan remains in a period of difficult following the earthquake. However, YRP intends to use the fruit of its activities as a foothold to lead the world's R&D in ICT and further enhance YRP's function to support Japan's industry. We also intend to expand facilities and structures to further strengthen wide-range international collaboration encompassing Europe, the United States, Asia, and other regions. I believe that these efforts will also be an expression of great gratitude in the truest sense to the international community which has shown us such warm friendship. I'd like to close by wishing the continued success and prosperity of all symposium participants. Thank you for kind attention.
Thank you very much, Professor Hattori, for these very nice words. It's my honor to declare WPMC 2011 open and to call Claude Bérou to the floor for his presentation. So Claude Bérou is, I think, well known for having invented with Alain Glavieux the turbo codes, and I think you have now a lot of new ideas that we will learn about in this presentation. So I will let you get prepared. Thank you.